I'd like to introduce you to a friend of mine. His name is Alan. He is from out of this world, literally. He is an alien, Alan the alien, and he comes down to Earth. He's never been here before. He doesn't know anything about people, doesn't know about anything about human beliefs. He's a clean slate. He knows nothing. Okay, he comes down, lands his ship, hears us talking, and he's like, I really want to know what the purpose of life is. I got to figure this out. How does Alan go about figuring it out?
That's very, I don't know, it's very random, but I do believe in the same sense, like why, like I believe in my religion is kind of the same. It's just because what I see is that like not everyone has his own chances in life. Like not everyone is the same in terms of what they have been given. In a way, like a lot of people have been given more than others, from my opinion. So for me, just based on my religion also is because of just based on a test, like you just have to go through, like so yeah, to just how can I say this, to differentiate who's good and who's bad. Yeah.
Is that Islam? I heard the word test. That's usually what I hear.
Yeah, exactly. It's not more of a, it's actually a test. I don't know, like it actually sounds weird whenever I talk about Islam in English, because I feel it like really, really weird. Like just the religion is not meant to be in English, in a way. That's why like everything sounds different. Even the word religion is in Arabic, it doesn't give the same meaning.
Like there's more cultural.
Like for me, like religion in Arabic means like a way of life. It's just like a way of going through life. It's not about like worshiping. It's like the whole idea is not about worshiping. It's about like discipline in a way, not just worshiping. Because like God doesn't need worship, like anyone to worship him in a way, just like a way of showing discipline. Like, yeah, you just did your work. That's all. Doesn't mean that he needs it or like you need it in a way. Just a way of showing your just just going according to what he wants you to do in life, I guess. Yeah. Well, why it is? Yeah, well, no, I have a lot of thoughts about it, but yeah, it's all right. Not everyone believes the same thing anyway, so it's okay. I had just this question as I told you before, and that's all. Yeah.
Okay.
Would you mind if I asked you a few questions?
Yeah, right. Of course, yeah.
Earlier we kind of talked about like what drew people to their religions and stuff. What do you think drew you specifically?
It's just a way to understand where I came from and what like my purpose, I guess, because no matter what you do in life, it's not a purpose for you. You're just gonna die, and it's not gonna help you out in the end. Just like how many years you're gonna live, and that's it. But it's a whole of the concept of you as being you, like spiritually, like the soul and everything. Life is just a place you go through, not like a place out of the journey, not just the end of everything. Yeah.
Why is having a purpose? It sounds like you place a significant amount of importance on purpose. Why is this important? So important?
Because people don't know why they are actually alive. Like they just live, but why? Like why are you alive? Like why going through the same thing every day? Like why do you go through work? Because I need money to pay bills. Then for what? Just to pay bills and eat and just go through life and then die. So they don't have a like purpose, like as if like why you're here, then why you have like 2 arms, for example, not 3.
What, if you don't mind sharing, what what is the purpose of life?
Well, just because, as I told you, it comes from like a religious perspective, but it's just a test, and it's like as I told you, like Islam does give I won't say like for all people it doesn't sound like the right thing, but I'm talking about me as myself. So it gives like at least like more understandable like understanding perspective about life that is just a test because that like it's hard because it's a test. Like why life is hard and why you struggle a lot in life. Why you see like the injustice always there and it's always overwhelming people who's right, why everything is so fucked up in terms of being people greedy, being like killing each other, being doing this. And yeah, there's of course there's kindness and there's other good things, but like mainly throughout life, people just went through wars and wanted to just basically colonize others and kill others and take their resources, do this and do that. So yeah. So in Islam, why it's hard? Why like yeah, like you have to struggle through like going through war, going through like struggle in your country, go through struggle during like your life, whether like you have a physical condition and like a mental condition, any condition you have, it's because just like a test to test you out because I can bring the bad out of you unless you actually go through a hard time. Like if everything is good around you, you won't like show like if actually a good person or a bad person. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So yeah.
it's,
Go ahead, like if you have any question.
yeah.
But
So
yeah,
I think I'm picking up what you're putting down. I'd like to know your thoughts on a hypothetical situation. If we were to bring up one of the random people from the audience and ask them some questions about, their purpose in life, and let's say they said that their purpose was to inspire joy to others, would that be a legitimate purpose?
it's fine for them. But the thing is, I'll tell you something. What if you, let's say, like you already like did this? What's after? Like you already achieved like bringing joy to people.
Mm-hmm.
What are you gonna live for? I mean, like for me, like a human without a goal or without like something you do in life, you're just being pretty messy. You just not, you just live. You don't know what like you're actually doing in life. Like like you just like, for example, when you go to an interview, you have like predefined things in your mind you want to do. So I'm talking about like you have to have something for you to live for. If you're just like living without a purpose, then it means that you you would suffer a lot living without a purpose. Actually, from my opinion, I have gone through this in life, and yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's not a good place. Because you're gonna do everything wrong and in the end it's gonna affect you more and it's gonna like be more of a hustle on your mental health and your physical health, so it's not a good thing.
Are you saying that like a goal to like bring people joy and versus a goal of passing the test at the end? Like the joy you can achieve and so you might be disappointed when you don't have something to do afterwards, but the test is at the end and so that's a better
No,
goal.
it's not about like a goal, it's more of understanding where you come from, like what like your purpose in being in here, not in the after, not about the test, like the purpose of being alive. Why like you came out, why like your thoughts are like that, why are you different from others, or like why everyone is different. It's more of I know like I didn't answer your question in a way, but I'm trying to just make my point clear is that um it's not about the test itself, it's about like my origins, like why like I was even here, like why am I being alive, that's all.
I think I'm picking up what you're putting down. I think what you're saying is it's it's about something greater than yourself rather than trying to you find a purpose for yourself?
Yeah, in a way, because purposes change. Like in life, you have like in every stage in life, your thoughts change and your purposes change in life. I'm talking about the reason you're alive and what you are made of and why you are the way you are. You know, it's more of why people just come and die. Why this like process is keeps happening.
Why has
Like what
anybody
like
made it all?
hmm? Sorry, come again?
Why has anybody made it all in that scenario? You're cutting out. What'd you say?
Sorry, like my internet. Yeah, come again.
In that scenario at which why is anybody made?
Yeah, that's my question. That why everyone is made. That's the thing. That's why like religion kind of any religion, not only my religion, tries to actually answer this question in a way. Why everyone is being made, like why everyone is being made and why you have to go through this, why you have to go through this phase of living in this place. I mean Earth, yeah. So yeah, that's what I
Earlier
mean.
earlier you said something about like you got to make it through this life to figure out if you are made of good stuff or not good stuff or something along
Yeah,
those
it's a
lines.
test. Like I'm talking about Islam, like
Yeah.
says like why life is being this way. But after, for
Yeah.
me, like the afterlife is something you don't really. Yeah, we like in my religion, it's been described in multiple things in multiple ways. Sorry, but it's not fully understood. Like you don't really know what is this place you're going to or what's really gonna happen to you after you die. You know. Like it's not giving you the full context of what's happening or what's like really like what's the place you're going to or what's
Yeah.
gonna happen. Yeah. Just gives you like a glimpse of oh you have to do this, you have to do it's not like have, but like it's just yeah, let's say like it's you have to. You have to
Yeah.
do this and you don't have to do the bad, you don't have to kill people, you don't have to do this. But after that, like yeah, if we're going for a good place and describing like what this good place is, but you don't really understand what is it in a way. Like you don't really understand okay like you went to this place like you're praying I think from my understanding I'm not really a religious person just to just add to you guys but
Sure.
from my understanding also like when you go to this place there's certain things that can happen with you but I don't know like fully what is it so yeah.
Hmm. I guess I'm just wondering is if after you pass the test and you go there and the good parts go, like are you still you? Like do you lose part of
Yeah,
yourself so you can choose
that's
the
like
bad
this thing.
things?
You're not particularly you in a way because you're like the way you structure, like your body structure is different. Um,
Can you choose
I'll
to
tell you something.
act in
For
a certain way
example,
or anything? Like can you be tested again after the test?
no, that's not that wasn't mentioned. I don't know if it's gonna happen or
Yeah.
not, but that wasn't mentioned. But for example, I gave you like something from what I understood is that when you go, you don't actually like the body wise, you don't actually go to the bathroom in a way, like you know what I mean.
Sure.
Yeah, like you can't like you eat, but like you don't digest or whatever. Like I don't know, but
Yeah.
yeah, like the body structure and I think like everything about you would be different. So yeah,
Like earlier, something you said that really resonated with me was something about how like purpose comes from change and adversity and um but it sounds like there wouldn't be change or adversity anymore. So I don't know.
yeah,
I can
just like that's
understand.
what I said. Like religion is more of yeah, that doesn't have to be like something like you have to or you want to agree with, but like yeah, most of the religions just talk about like the reason of being born, you know. So for
Sure.
me, like yeah, as I told you, like it's about the origin and where I came from, more of where I am going to.
Hmm.
Mind if I ask you a question? If I back up to and talk about the purpose of life for a moment,
Yeah, sure.
I'd like to introduce you. Whoa, David.
Sorry.
I'd like to introduce you to a friend of mine. His name is Alan. He is from out of this world, literally. He is an alien, Alan the alien, and he comes down to Earth. He's never been here before. He doesn't know anything about people, doesn't know about anything about human beliefs. He's a clean slate. He knows nothing. Okay, he comes down, lands his ship, hears us talking, and he's like, I really want to know what the purpose of life is. I got to figure this out. How does Alan go about figuring it out?
That's pretty. I don't know. It's random, but like, well, he would come to like this place to understand about life more. It's for me, like the whole question is just strange. But I'll tell you something. Um, it's not hypothetical, but like in Islam, it was actually mentioned that like some other creatures live in the universe that other than us. So I think they have like a purpose of life also. Like they were being they were um then introduced to it in their way, I guess.
Imagine you met a man who had amnesia. They bumped their head, and it's basically like they were born yesterday. They don't know where to, like, they don't know who they are, what their life is like.
Mhm.
I kind of remember how to talk. What would be the first step you would tell them to say, this is how you figure out the meaning that you're talking about? What's their first step?
First step, um, yeah, I would just share my thoughts to him about life. As I told you to both of you, how life is it for me. But I'm just trying to thinking what's gonna happen. But I can't really give people the purpose of their lives. You know what I mean? It's just this. It's not that. It's like more of just sharing what I think about life, not really
Sure.
giving them their purposes. But if he wants to take that into consideration and can consider it and go to like do whatever he wants in life, yeah. But um yeah, that's I think that's my answer. Like it's a very hypothetical situation, and I don't think like the first thing that I'm gonna talk to him it's just about his purpose in life. It's gonna be like wanting him to recover and just cope in life first, and then going into understanding everything about life, I guess, from my point. I do get like what you mean by your question, but I can't really think of a way to introduce my thoughts because it's gonna be more of not understanding anything in life, like as of general skills in life. You know what I mean?
Maybe if I reframe this hypothetical just a little bit to hopefully
Third time's a try.
there are times to try. So if you hadn't picked up, I have a little bit of a different perspective than you. My perspective is like, why are humans here? Honestly, I don't know. I have absolutely no idea why humans exist on this planet. I know that we're here. That much I know. Why we're here, I don't know. If I wanted to figure this out, which I do genuinely want to figure this out. How do I even, where do I begin?
Or would you begin?
Yeah.
I think you would begin into knowing who made you,
Okay. How do I,
because you're someone who's been made And if you go through, like, yeah, books, the only thing that can explain, the only thing that explains this is religions, any religion, but religions explains that you were made by a higher power, right? That's not like Call of Duty, just like a higher power, like not a person, not a monster, just like a higher power you don't know of. Like most of religions talking about this. So when you get to know who made you, you get to know his reasoning for your existence based on the religion, of course, of whatever you believe in. That's why my thoughts. But yeah, that's where
Yeah.
like you can begin. I
I
don't know
hear
if you
you.
have like a better beginning than me or not.
I would be interested in how do you even start that process? So, like
How
you
would
said, I
you?
have to like know this creator. Like, how do I get in contact with him? Does he have like a Twitter or something? It's a joke. Just
I
kidding.
know,
But
I know. But yeah, I got you. I'll tell you, so, like my experience. All right. I must have, because of like how like at some point from my life it became really all about routine. You just like sleep, go do this, and then you sleep and wake up and do this, sleep, wake up. It's like it was very suffocating. So I'm just why I'm doing all of this, why I'm just going through all of this. In the end, I'm just gonna die. So let's just like end it and just leave it at that. And then I came to trying to, yeah, as you said, like trying to understand my purpose of being here. I know like you talking about like how to communicate with God, but yeah, I'm just saying about my thing. To question, um God doesn't actually talk to humans directly, only through some people who chose like he chose before. Like
hmm.
not in this time, he chose before in ancient times even. Like he sent a lot of people to not preach, but more of to teach them the reasoning, like the reasons of like them being in life.
Is this
So you can
Hinduism?
actually, hmm?
Is this Hinduism?
Not only Hinduism, like Hinduism, like for me, like God, like throughout life, maybe Hinduism was like someone like a messenger, like or a guy came from actually he had revelation at some point. I don't know. I don't know much about Hinduism to be honest, but in my religion, like throughout like life, like humanity, like being existed since they starting to exist, he sent people to teach people the like why they were being here or for like in the first place. So you can't really like talk to him directly, but you can just I'm talking about like if you want to just understanding his words, you can just go through like religions and trying to read in them more, I guess. That's my advice, but yeah, you can't really talk to him directly or like connect to him directly.
So if I were to pick up the holy book to Hinduism, for example, and I were to read the words, would that be a good way to figure out if Hinduism is true?
Um, it's more of like uh, you're not trying to um not trying to find out that it's whether it's actually true or not. You're trying to find out what is this God talking about in this like scripture like they have, because you're not really in the position of I'm trying to who like see who's like right and who's wrong. You just want to know like how to communicate with God. You know what I mean?
Mhm. I
Like
don't
you're
think
not.
I
Yeah. No, I'm talking about like since like you said like how to communicate with God. Let's
Yeah.
just say like you're someone who's neutral, like you don't have any, you're not biased to any religion, you know. So you're gonna see and read and like the scripture they have, and
Mhm.
then you see like yeah, what is this God is trying to talk about exactly? What is he trying to um yeah, just like understanding like the book more of, you know. So
Mhm.
then after that you can see whether like he's saying it is up to your understanding of life or not.
Is it important to know whether what the book is saying is true or untrue? Is that something of value?
It's yeah, it's something of value, but at first, if
Yeah.
you're not someone who's generally like knowing anything about religions, like it's not something you can like you want to concern yourself with. You just want to read
Mm.
and see like what like these people are talking about, like what is this God is trying to talk about in every religion in a way. Not every, it's just like whatever like you come across, I guess.
Could there
First
be
of all.
could there be a religious book that exists that says a god is saying these things, or it's claiming to be written by a god, and what it's saying it was not actually written by a god?
Yeah, then it wouldn't be. Of course it wouldn't be. It wouldn't be God, because I'll tell you something. For me, like God is not limited, you know, to certain things. It's not limited to like you can't limit God's potential according to your like your rules, like you know, like physics and how you think about life and all like how can I say this? Um like if someone made us this complex and made all of this resources and made all of this, you know, life that we're living right now, then he's not gonna be dumb. He's not gonna say like words which would indicate that he's a dumb person, like a dumb entity. It's like not a person, but yeah, the dumb entity. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Hmm. Let me try to recap what I think. I think you're saying what you're saying though the game plan is. So
The
so
game
if I
planning.
want
Go ahead.
so if I want to figure out if the purpose of humans being on Earth, then one of the first things that I can do is try to learn about my creator. And a way to do that is to read religious texts. When I'm reading these religious texts, I shouldn't be concerned about the details of what they're saying and whether it's true or false, but I should be looking at what this God is saying, and then then that way I can know if there is a God, and that relates to the purpose of
Well,
life. Is this kind of what you're
it's
saying, or am
more
I
of
off?
yeah, but it's kind of knowing you why you're being here. It just the whole point of it, it just understanding your struggle, like why you're struggling and why all of this. That's all. Like more of like trying to know why you're being in this position and why you being who you are and why your life. That's all. It's more of and it's not more of like trying to find God. It's more of trying to know why all of this is happening. That's all.
Yeah.
And through this, you're gonna go through like finding him or not. But it's up to you whether like you actually want to believe in it or like or not. But I'm talking about if you have like at least like a decent answer to what your struggles are for, or like what are you alive for, then you can be content with this and you can go on in life. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to
Okay.
be like religion or anything. But for me, it is. I'm not talking about
Hmm.
everyone. Like everyone can have a different answer.
Are is there answers that are incorrect and answers that are correct, or are they all correct?
If you are like with consent with what you believe in, then yeah, it's correct for you. It doesn't mean it's correct for me, but yeah, it's correct for you.
If I said that the reasons humans exist was because the creator wanted just to create creatures that are absolutely awesome and he wanted to love them, and then somebody else said no, the reason why the creator created humans was just to for his own entertainment, would both of us be correct?
Both of us, well, if you are, as I told you, if you, it doesn't mean that both of you are correct. For me, like, so, like, one is correct, but like if the other person sees that this like statement is correct, then it's correct for him. Did you get what I mean? Like, for example, he's saying
for
like,
him.
yeah, for me, like God just made us in this way, or we just, he forgot about us. He just like made us and then he died, whatever. For him, like that, like God just died. Like whoever like created us died like long ago, for example. So yeah, that's for him. That's like the truth. So I can't really like converse because our bases are very different, you know.
Yeah.
But
I
like
think
for
what
him,
you're
that's like something he's content with. He find like the purpose why he's here. He's just being here because like someone made him and then he forgot about him, or like he died and then he came on, just living, you know.
so it's his purpose. Oh, for the sake of argument, let's say one person is right, one person is wrong. Let's talk about the person who is incorrect in this situation. So they have this purpose that is kind of built on this idea that is false.
Mm-hmm.
And like I think what you're saying is, well, at least he has figured out what he thinks his purpose is, and that's okay if it's built on something that is false.
Yeah, I would say it's okay if it's even built of something false because, yeah, as I said, for him at least, like he got to this point where like he questioned things. Well, like his false, like if he believed in something which is false, he's still gonna question things in the future. You know what I mean? He's gonna question still, like because it doesn't fully answer everything. Like he wants answers for.
He can't be like fully satisfied with that
Like
answer. That's what you're saying.
I mean, like if you say like someone just like God just created us for entertainment, for example, like the person who believes in it.
Sure.
So what's gonna happen after we die for that person?
You're gonna go into the afterlife and be with God and entertain him, and he's gonna entertain you. It's gonna be a party.
So it's a cycle of just entertaining him.
Sure,
So you just,
I guess.
like if I was in this position and this is real, I'm just gonna just, end it very quickly every time to not entertain anyone. Nah, it's just because like in life we're not being entertained much, It's more of this like you have bad memories more than good memories.
I think what Pierce is trying to say is that it sounds like you agree that one person can be right and person can be wrong in this scenario, but then you keep saying it might be right for this person, even though it's still wrong on the global.
If he's consent with it, then it's alright. Like I have no problem. Okay. Yeah. That's like you mean like it's contradicting or what? I don't.
Kinda,
I don't
yeah,
get like.
yeah. It sounds like you're both saying that it's true that they're wrong, but it's also not true that they're wrong. Which I think you are saying that it's true that they're wrong, but we keep
Yeah,
going in circles a little
I
bit.
know. It's not this. As I told you, like what my point was all about is just finding your purpose. That's all. If you got the answer based on wrong beliefs from my perspective, then it's all right for you. Like, I have nothing to argue with you about, if you just consent with your answers in life.
What if the truth has consequences? Like,
The truth.
what if the test, if you fail the test, you're bad things happen, or maybe you have to go to a worser earth in another religion, or maybe you have to
That's for him to
watch.
figure out. Not for me, because that's not my belief. But if you're talking about him, then that's what my point is. It's just he found the reason why he's here, for example, like why he came to this life. So whatever consequences he has, it's up to him, because it doesn't apply to me. Like, because I know that what he believes in, what he believes in is wrong from my perspective. Maybe I'm wrong in this life, and then your perspective is right, and I'm gonna go through like a more worse earth in like after.
I don't know, I'm just making up silly, so just
No. But
hypothetical.
I'm just saying, like, if it has like consequences, then like it can have consequences. It's all right to have consequences. That doesn't mean anything for the guy. I mean, like, doesn't mean anything for me. Also, like, it just something like you go with, like in life. Then okay, that's good. Then you find something that why you should not do something bad, or have like at least like not subjective morality or anything, like you have like morals which doesn't change according to people, I guess.
Is there anything you could find out like today, like something you could learn that would change your confidence on that your belief is the correct belief?
I'm not trying to actually stick to it like in a way, oh, it has to be correct, no, like if I actually find something more correct, like not more more, it makes more sense than what
Sure.
I'm believing in, then of course I'm gonna believe in it.
And I hear you. And I, some of the things you were saying about like there people can find different types of ways to have purpose in some ways.
Yeah.
And like I think you have that some well-roundedness in that you that you have space to learn more things. So
Everyone, I mean, like, I've been born and raised in my country. I've never been outside my country, so like in every place you have some kind of like beliefs that comes from your culture, maybe from your family, also not the culture. So like everyone would have different things. So like if you have like a better way to answer like my questions in life, then I'm gonna follow it. It's not a matter of proving what I'm believing in. It's a matter of finding what is correct to do. Like more of what is I'm more compatible with in life.
mm.
Yeah. Well, again, that was usually we got like more in depth in it. So well,
I enjoyed it. I thought it was a neat conversation. I really appreciate you sticking around to talk on that.
oh well, I appreciate both of you for being here today. Also, like it's my first time being here. So thank you both of you. I'm gonna leave the stage for like people to have time to speak also. So it was nice talking to you both. I'm gonna just go down and listen.
Appreciate
All
you.
right, sounds good.
Appreciate you both.
Thanks.